Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on iHeart Radio. Coming up, we talk with our partner in car grime, John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and the Clean for Spring movement that's going on right now, taking place. Jeffrey has our pre-owned car of the week, the 2006 BMW M3. Conrad's out today, but one of us will take over the duties of the racing calendar, and we'll also have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. It's just ahead on this edition of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars. We need more, Jeff Dziekan.
We do. We're going to have more today.
I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us today. It's kind of a gloomy day here in southeast Texas, but it's only temporary. There's another little front that's rolling through right now. They're not really going to change the weather that much, and it's going to be another beautiful day, spring day here in the Houston area.
The sun will be out.
Sun will be out, and it's matter of fact, I've been seeing a lot of, I was going to say T-tops, but Targa roofs that are off. Ran into a guy yesterday that had a 2001 Corvette out at the Mecum auction, and he was backing out of the parking space. I told him, I said, "Hey, man, nice car." He said, "Hey, thanks a lot, man. Love all the sunshine and everything." I've seen a few convertible tops down out there. People enjoying the weather. Saw a guy yesterday in MX-5, the old Miata thing.
Yeah.
And he had his little Jeffrey Dziekan car cap on.
There you go.
He had his earphones in, and he was styling down the road.
Yeah,
the only thing that he needed was a car wash.
Well, I had my sunroof open most of this week, and it's kind of hard because my hair gets in my eyes, and it's
Yes, I know.
It's difficult.
And if you're not familiar with Jeff's hair, I can promise you that there's none there.
Yeah. All right.
Mr. Mars, how are you? What are you doing over there? Who are you typing?
I'm trying to get George to join us here and talk about this in about 8:30-ish.
Yes, we were. If you've noticed in our wide shot here, we have 2, 4, 6 taco trophies, and we're not quite sure why. We were a couple of weeks ago over at the Lupi Tortilla for the quarterly
car show.
The cruise in out there, tailpipes and tacos, and I'm a little bit puzzled by the taco awards, and I don't know whether we're supposed to pass those out to favorite people of ours,
or maybe the next.
We can give them to each other.
Yeah, the next cruise in.
Just every show.
You don't get it.
Pass them around.
You get none.
Well, that's been my life for about the last year.
There's a taco on it.
I'm talking about the trophy.
Oh, okay.
It's got a picture of a taco. Conrad's going to eat it. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. So Conrad is doing his, I guess, civic duty in Austin, Texas this weekend.
Is that what it is?
I guess it's some sort of duty.
His parole officer
and that's spelled D-O-O-D-Y. Duty.
He said duty.
Duty.
Oh, Lord.
Duty.
So joining us right now is Mr. Johnny Gray, and with Gulf Coast Auto Shield. John, it's great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Morning, boys. How are y'all?
Good. Do you have any of the staff showing up there at the Gulf Coast Auto Shield this morning?
We will have we don't run much staff on Saturdays anymore. We're trying to limit the amount of time that all of us stay here. So I tell customers we're open from 9:01 to 10:59 on Saturday mornings, and that's it. We're out of here. Yeah, I got a couple guys. I got to get a car over to Mac Hike, and we have 2 or 3 cars leaving this morning. So I have a little bit of help coming in. So before we went on the air this morning, I was kind of reminiscing with John just a moment, actually only on my side. He didn't really say a whole lot, but gosh, John, how long have I known you now? 9, 10 years? Huh? 8, 9 years.
Yeah, something like that.
2013, 2014.
Yeah. And boy, have things grown in the business world for you. Congratulations on a job well done, my friend. You know, so many people that start businesses really don't make it past the first year. And not only have made it past the first year, I mean, the guy's he just moved into his new facility here a year ago, and he's looking for more space again. And you only do that when word gets out that you do a great job at what you do, and we appreciate our friendship with you.
You can't do it unless you're successful.
Well, and we appreciate our friendship with y'all as well. And I tell you, it's I had the idea of building a business, basing it on customer service as much as it was the products that we sell. And I tell you, it really works because, I try to ask everybody that comes in, where did you hear about us? Was it on Google or what have you? And the overwhelming majority of people, they say that they heard it from a friend, or
Yes.
somebody on a forum talked about it. So that's as meaningful as I think anything when you hear people that want to suggest you to their friends and family.
You cannot buy advertising like word of mouth. I mean, that's just one of those deals that, hey, man, I know this guy. Man, I've said that to several of my friends, that they have said to me, well, I'm thinking about a wrap, or I'm thinking about putting a clear bra on, or I don't know what to do with the paint. I said, go and talk to John, and he will steer you in the right direction. And you've always done such
and it's also not overselling people that come in too. You don't need to sell them everything we got. You sell them what they need and nothing else.
That's right.
And if they feel like they need more, you want to make sure that people are comfortable when they walk in the door. And
well,
that's important.
When John started this business, I mean, here was a guy that knew how to wash a car. Now that may sound really simple, but and it is for most of us a simple process. But
there's a way.
But if you want to do it the right way and not ruin the finish that you have on your car, and to make it pretty once again, John has all the details and the tips and the right way to wash a car. As simple as it may sound, it's not as simple as it really is.
No, it's not.
And one of the things that we do here that I think is important when these people come and pick up their car from getting, maybe a paint correction, ceramic coating, what have you, is, the offer stands. You come back, we're going to help you wash your car the first time, and let's teach you the right way to do it. I wish more people would take us up on that offer, because it's so important. You don't want to go out there and be back in the same situation you were when you needed a paint correction on a car that's, maybe a couple years old. So there's definitely a way to do it. And, even if somebody who hadn't bought anything from us, they want to get information on proper car wash technique. Of course, it's easier to come by and see it and explain it than it is to talk on the phone about it. But that offer is open to everybody.
Last year for Christmas, I had my grandson got his first vehicle. So for Christmas, I went out and I bought the bucket and the sponges and the products and the things that you had taught us about.
All the stuff.
Yeah, all the stuff. And I took it to him and he looked at it and I said, here, this is what you need to wash your car. He said, well, I got a water hose. I said, no. And so I kind of went through it and tried to explain it to him. I don't know if it really settled in or not, but every time I've seen him, his truck looks pretty good.
Yeah, there's so many good videos too out there explaining the 2-bucket, 3-bucket wash method. So it's just a matter of getting out there and you can get the knowledge if you want to. And your car is going to look good for a while just washing it, maybe the traditional way, but certainly it's going to take its toll on the paint. I tell you what else is taking the toll on paint right now is people trying to remove pollen. I'm not. How long does the pollen last in use? And I forget.
Probably about 9 months. That's the way it feels anyway.
Okay. So it's not really severe yet, I don't think, but it's coming. And people are going out or what have you and want to clean their car up. There's certainly a tendency just to get towels and wipe it off, and that's certainly not the way to do it. There's also some dusters named after a liberal state on the West Coast that people may want to buy, and I would probably stay away from that as well.
Yeah.
Anything you're wiping on your car without some sort of lubricant or some sort of detail spray is really not a good idea. So if you do have the right way to do it, if your car is clean, if you just wash your car and you come outside and it's covered with pollen, the right way to go about cleaning that car up is going to be to probably spray it down again and then dry it.
And but get it out from underneath the tree that's causing all the pollen.
Yeah.
Man, right now it hardly matters where you are.
Pretty much
it's everywhere.
Yep.
But if your car is really covered, I'd recommend doing and you don't want to go through the full wash technique. Use a rinseless wash. There's a couple of good rinseless washes on the market. and get a bucket with some water and some good clean microfiber towels and a spray bottle with some of the rinseless mixture in it, and the rinseless mixture in the bucket as well. Go panel for panel, spraying and cleaning up, cleaning your car up that way.
I'm sorry, but I'm not familiar with that. Run that. What is it, and how does it work?
The rinseless washes are they're pretty safe. So there's a couple of components to a rinseless wash. You've got the lubricant, you've got a surfactant, which is going to clean the paint, help you clean the paint more easily, remove dirt, what have you, that's on the paint. And so here's the technique. You're gonna take a rinseless wash, and you're gonna have a bucket. You're gonna have several microfiber fiber towels, and you're gonna have a spray bottle. So you'll just take a little bit of rinseless wash, pour it in your spray bottle, fill it up with water, and then put some in your bucket, some rinseless wash in your bucket with a bunch of several good microfiber towels, and then spray your hood with your rinseless wash that you've got going on in the sprayer. The reason why you want to do that is it adds lubrication, it helps you remove the dirt, and it encapsulates the dirt inside of the rinseless wash. So you're much less likely to damage the paint on your car using a rinseless wash than, say, using a waterless wash. I'm not a waterless wash guy at all. I don't, they damage your paint. There's no question about that. I've never seen anybody that can do an effective waterless wash, which is basically when you just spray and wipe with a dry towel. All right. So with the rinseless wash, you're spraying, and then you're going at it with a towel that's completely wet, and then you can go back and dry panel by panel. So you don't have to do the whole car. I wouldn't even recommend doing the whole car. I do a couple, 3 panels, and then dry those panels, and then go back and do some more panels on your car. It's a great way to do it in the wintertime too, because you can use warm water in your bucket inside your garage, because you're not going to make a huge mess. But if you don't want to do a full wash and your car's covered with pollen and not terribly dirty, yeah, you can use a good rinseless wash method.
Well, I have to tell you that one of the things that I've been a little concerned about is, I'm going to go on this hot rod tour of Texas at the end of the month, and I'm going to take the Corvette, and it'll be its first hot rod tour, along with a bunch of other people. Apparently, there's somewhere between 300 and 500 cars that are going to go on this, either the whole thing or at least sections of it. It starts in Victoria and goes up to North Texas over 3 days. And I've been worried about how in the world am I going to keep it clean? That's barring any thunderstorms or anything like that. But if it doesn't rain, I'm still going to get, road grime on there and that sort of thing, because
Sure
it's a 2-hour trip from Sugar Land down to Victoria, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not exactly sure when I get there. I can imagine the one hose that may be available somewhere and 300 cars lined up to use it. So I'm not exactly sure what to do.
Well, that's going to be a perfect scenario for a rinseless wash. When are you leaving on that tour, Don?
That would be, let's see, I'm going to leave on a Thursday afternoon. So I'm going to spend Thursday kind of detailing the car, get it ready.
The date.
What's
the date?
That is going to be on the 28th of April.
Okay. Can we get that car in here about a week before that? I want to make sure everything's good on it.
Yes, John, of course we can.
Yeah, like he's going to tell you, no, John.
No, I'm busy.
Well, and I'll get you what you need. So, man, you can even take if there's not a hose or anywhere to wash it, man, take some gallon jugs of water in a bucket in the back of the car.
See, this is why we have him on.
Yeah, and it's a simple, it's a really, really simple process.
He's going to have beer coolers in the back.
Yeah, so yeah, I know. You sure you don't want to go with us?
God, I'd like to take my car out there on that. That'd be fun.
I know, and we'd love to have you.
I might think about that.
Well, and if worse comes to worse, it just so happens that we could leave either your car or my car at the hotel, and we could, ride in one another's car to the cruise in at the drive-in, the Stars and Stripes drive-in, to watch the American Graffiti movie. And I've got some brand new brand new folding chairs that I'm really proud.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm working on getting all of this together for the big hot rod tour of Texas.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah,
that's going to be cool.
So at any rate, so I'm going to bring it over there, I guess, the week of before I leave, and you'll have your way with my car.
Oh boy.
Yeah, give me a week on it. So if you leave on Thursday, I want it the Thursday before.
All right.
And I'm gonna put it on my calendar right now.
Okay. All right, you got it. And I'll let you do your magic to it. Now, I need to do a little detailing underneath the hood because I haven't done that in quite some time. So it's dusty and it's got a little, road grime underneath there. I need to work on that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And you'll be proud.
Be careful though. If you're going to do it yourself, you got to make sure all your electrical connections are covered, and whatnot. Because if you don't want to go spraying your engine.
No.
And getting something wet underneath there that doesn't need to be wet if it's not properly protected.
And you'll be pleased to know that I have a new lighting system on it that I paid good money for. It now has bi-xenon headlights, and all of the others are LEDs, and it's really nice. It made it a whole new car.
Can you say that now? Bi-xene? Is that
illegal?
Bi-xenon.
Uh-huh.
Can you say
well,
that?
Well, it's kind of like the LBGTQ.
There you go.
It's one of those things for cars.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, and this washless, the washless.
Princess wash.
Yes, that's like
Princess wash.
Taking a bath in a truck stop sink.
That Mars does that.
Yeah. Okay.
That's pretty accurate.
I have a story, but we're going to move
on. What's the story,
accurate.
Mars? What is the story?
He doesn't remember.
Years ago, we were going out to Porter to go racing.
Uh-huh.
There was 3 cars on trailers. We had this little caravan going over from the Golden Triangle, and we pull in Conroe to make a stop, get some gas. Everybody used the bathroom and everything on the way. And this guy's girl goes in to go to the bathroom, and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait. She decided to wash her hair in the sink before we got to the track.
Lovely.
At the Conoco station.
Well, it was a Shamrock station.
A Shamrock station.
High end. Class.
So,
so it happens.
We're hoping that we don't have any car washes at the Shamrock station sink.
Well, I hope not either. That's not where I'd want to do it.
All right. Okay. Moving on. I have to ask you, what is the latest, greatest stuff when it comes to tire dressing, or is there?
There is actually. Well, my go-to is from a product from Fine Lap, and which is the company that we use for our ceramic coatings and Brentless wash and car wash. They make some pretty innovative stuff. Their tire dressing they actually have 2 of them. It's that one is called Black Magic or Black Velvet, and the other is a dressing. I don't think you can buy it from the public, but the one that the public can buy is going to last, I would say, if you prep your tire right, about 3 months. So
wow.
It's got some dye in it. It's got a little bit of solvent in it. So solvent is what's going to make the dye and the dressing more burrow into the pores of the rubber.
It's kind of like the same stuff I use on my hair.
Yeah, it burrows
similar.
in.
Yeah.
Except for it's immediate. It's not over time. So like the hair.
It's not like Grecian formula.
So does it make it look like this glossy black, like it's plastic?
The more you put on, the glossier it will become. Well, it makes it a nice satin look.
And it doesn't good. It doesn't sling off when you drive.
No, you can run your finger over it within about 3-4 minutes.
The tire shines. You put on too much, it slings in.
Well, yeah, I have to tell you. So I've gotten into the no shine look. So I don't know what it is that I'm using, but I spray it on a rag and I wipe it on there, and it just makes it like it's a brand new tire. It doesn't put any shine on it or anything like that. It's just a clean look.
Yeah.
That's my thing now.
Yeah,
exactly. The thing I can't stand is when people are spraying their tires and not wiping things on their tires, because you're inevitably going to get that
On your
dressing
paint.
on your wheels.
Yep.
And on your paint, and what's that going to do? That's going to immediately start collecting dust.
Yep.
I
on your
remember
wheels. You
back,
can't keep them.
yeah, back in
ahead.
1972, it was brake fluid. You put brake fluid on your tires.
Oh,
shine 'em.
Lord.
Remember
No.
that?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I didn't do brake
Yeah.
fluid. No, I'm good.
You can't brake fluid, shine them up.
Yeah. Or that
Hey, but-
god-awful stuff called Armor All.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, but listen, the most important thing about doing tire dressing is prepping the tire. Nothing's going to last on a tire that has silicone tire dressing from the last time that the dealership messed with it. So the proper thing is make sure you get a good tire brush, which you can get anywhere, and use a degreaser or a wheel or tire cleaner, and prep that tire, scrub it down really good, and make sure it's perfectly clean and perfectly dry when you apply any sort of tire dressing.
yep. Well, John, it's always great to talk to you,
never heard of
and so it's Gulf Coast Auto Shield, and he's got a full house. Call him, stop by, see him, and you'll have to schedule an appointment if you want to get work done on your car, because John's that busy, and for a good reason. It's great to talk to you, my friend.
Good to talk to you guys. I hope to talk to you again soon.
Well, I'm going
Don?
to see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna put you on my calendar.
volunteered.
We'll follow up before that.
All right. Well, thank you very much. What'd you say, Mars?
I was reminding him that he volunteered.
He did volunteer. I will say that. I've taken the car over there dozens of times, and he is probably sick and tired of looking at that
Do you
black
have a
Corvette.
parking spot with your name on
Pretty
it? or
much.
anything?
It's in the back by the dumpster. John, thanks again, man. Talk to you soon.
Take care, boys.
You
Bye-bye.
too. It's so good to have a friend that we've kind of grown up together in the business, us in the radio side of it, and him in the actual car side of it, and it's great to have a friend like him. All right.
Good guy.
He is a great guy. Hey, I'd like to remind everybody that if you'd like to get in touch with us, just shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for the racing calendar.
Yes.
Now, this is something that Conrad always puts together. Did he
does.
send you the information?
He did. He absolutely
was
did.
nice
it
of
was
him.
nice, and we talked a little bit, and we
Yeah.
laughed, we cried. It was great.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So racing, we got NHRA, which started actually yesterday. It's the 4 wide in Las Vegas. Not really a fan of it, but it's going on.
I'm not either.
And then you've got the Spring Nationals in Houston coming up. When? April 22nd through the 24th, which is going to be great because we will be there. The 29th through the 5th of May, you've got the 4 wide in Charlotte. So that'll be fun there. Uh-oh. What
So
happened?
keep going
All right.
up. I'm just
So
messing with it a little
NASCAR
bit.
Cup for the April 3rd, which is tomorrow in Richmond. And then on the 9th is Martinsville Speedway. Formula One, not a big fan, so we'll just pass over that and go to Australian GP. We'll just blow by that. Really don't care
But
about
we did
that.
mention it. We did
mention it, so send your check too. Then IMSA. IMSA is always fun, and that's on April 10th. Streets of Long Beach, Mid-Ohio. And then IndyCar racing on 410, Long Beach again. You got the WEC. And
Wait a minute, isn't that wrestling?
no,
WBC?
that's something. This is the
WCW
World.
Championship Wrestling. Not that I know.
Yeah, you do. You probably are trying to promote it over there in Neaterville.
there you go. And that's it for the racing.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah,
That was
just
down and
shorty.
dirty.
Just
All right.
shorty.
Well, now it's time for your big debut.
Oh yeah, my debut. And this was based on what you talked about last week. A suggestion.
The under 10 series.
Under 10 series.
Under
and-
10,000.
And there are plenty of vehicles.
It's our pre-owned car of the week, and Jeffrey has that. The BMW M3, is that it?
Yes, M3. Now the BMW M3 goes the cars under 10,000 goes from 2000 to 2006 actually. In this category, it's a factory named E46. It's not the best bang for your buck, but according to the sports car blogs and things like that, it is a pretty good buy. From the smooth body lines to the mildly aggressive wheel arches. I didn't write this.
Do we have a picture of that?
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go. It's a little less than perfect, but the M3 is a high performance
I like
version
that
of the
car.
3 Series.
I
Yeah,
like that car.
it's a good looking car. it's got many improvements over the standard 3 Series. It's got a number of upgrades in the engine, improved handling, suspension, braking systems, and so on. Good cosmetics. It's a good body line. It's good wheel combination with the semi-spokes there. It's 333 horsepower engine.
Damn.
3,400 foot-pounds of torque. I'm sorry, 3,400 pounds over the quarter mile in 13 seconds. Yeah.
3,400 pounds.
Yeah, 3,400-pound car. It's faster than the 2008 Ferrari California and the 2013 V8 Dodge Challenger. So this was an import that was actually a performance vehicle. The pros about this vehicle, you get great performer. It's an on-road and off-road track performance. It's a good head turner. Comfortable interior with all that leather cushy stuff wrapping around your buttocks. The cons of this, extensive maintenance. You got to really keep this thing going on the road. Rear seating area is crowded. So if you got 2 people, that's probably plenty right there. Things to watch out for. Rear suspension coils, valve cover gaskets tend to do a little leakage. Subframe cracking on some early models, which had been recalled. Window regulator failures. You got to be careful of that because it is a 2006.
Hey, man, it's a used car.
Exactly. And this going into it. You got to watch for slow operation, listening faint cracking noises. That happens to me when I get out of bed. So there's a few faint cracking
you're used to that already.
Yep.
It's a 16-year-old car.
Exactly. Horsepower is 240 in the UK. It's 333 here in the US.
I believe that you mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, I did. Torque is 262. 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Quarter mile is 13. Here's one important. The curb weight is 3,472 pounds.
You mentioned that also.
But if you got your mother-in-law in it, it's more than that.
True.
Yeah. So, but it's a good buy if you want something under 10 grand. This is a good vehicle for that.
I like
more
the
to
way it
come.
looks.
Yeah, it's a good vehicle. I picked this one first. It was either this one or a Corvette. So I'm going to do the Corvette next week.
Okay.
So that'll be
Well,
fun.
how much is this thing?
This one's right at 10. Right
It-
at
it is?
$10,000, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that, if you could find one that looked like that,
Yeah. And
that
of
would
course,
be good.
there's other shots and you can get other colors, obviously, but I thought this, just a static shot of this is a good looking vehicle.
Hey, the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on iHeart Radio, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, which I'm doing now, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Car Show will continue right after these quick messages.
Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 18th, 2022. It's the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition will be at the same Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 18th. It's the only place cruisers compete for trophies and other prizes. Enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise-in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Kick off summer with Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition, Saturday, June 18th. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate Father's Day, the start of summer, and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, June 18th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting.
Mecum Auctions, the world's largest collector car auction company, returns to Houston March 31st through April 2nd at NRG Center. Featuring 1,000 muscle cars, Corvettes, trucks, customs, and more. Broadcast live on Motor Trend TV and Motor Trend Plus. We welcome everyone to Houston to bid in person, and enhanced online bidding and telephone options make it easy to join the Mecum experience from anywhere in the world. Register to bid now at mecum.com.
The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk Show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Real Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite car talk team. In Real Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/In Real Time Car Talk.